Alright, y'all, today's a deload session today, meaning I'm about to go lighter than usual. And the reason why I'm going lighter than usual is I stayed up all until like 1 a.m. last night, and that led me to feeling weak during this training session. I was like, you know what? I know for sure I'm not going to be able to go really heavy because of the lack of, sleep I had, and I didn't really eat much before the gym. So I know I was not going to be able to really put in that much, weight on as much as possible. So this whole lift, PSA, if you're new to the channel, this is one of the lifts where I would say one of my lifts that I genuinely did not enjoy. And the main reason why is because I'm not at my strength at all. Like, I'm way stronger than all this. I'm able to rep 4 plates and a 25 on dips, and y'all know I haven't done 3 plate dips in like months. So you could tell that the fact that me stand up until 1 a.m. and not eat nothing like that is, what really disintegrated my strength. I'm not gonna lie to you, because if I was to, get enough sleep yesterday, I would have been way stronger than what I am now. I would have been at my peak strength. So this whole lift, I had to go really light because obviously I had barely anything to eat and I barely had sleep. So on all the movements, even weights that feel heavy weights that feel light are feeling heavy this session. Like 3 plates literally feel like air on weighted dips. And the fact that it felt heavy this session really showed me that I needed to go very light this session. I don't mean that we was not going to train hard, because no matter what, we still going to go beyond failure. We're still going to train as hard as I physically can, even on the good days and the bad days. There's some days that you will be at your peak strength. There will be some days where you're not at your peak strength. There will be some days where you will be weaker than usual. There will some days where you'll be stronger than usual. You're not going to be at 100% every single session, but can you bring in that intensity? Can you bring in that, that failure, that, raw focus every session? Yes, you can. You can easily do that every single session. That's something that, is 100% possible. But being at your raw strength, your 100% strength every single day, that's not going to happen. Even if you eat the right foods, even if you go to sleep at the right time. Because I noticed there will be days where most days I'm at my full strength, and there will be like one day out of the whole week that I will be like really weak because I'll stay up like all night instead of going to sleep. So I'm just going to start going to sleep at like 10 to 11 o'clock, because if I don't go to sleep at 10 to 11 o'clock, then I'm going to definitely feel weak in another session. But some days there will be some sessions where I will wake up I'll go to sleep at 1 a.m. and the next session I'll be way stronger than usual. And I think the main reason why that is because I would eat a lot before I would go to the gym, and that's really what's going to really help me be able to lift all that weight, even though I barely had sleep, right? So all this, even this movement right here, I rep this movement for 4 plates. I put 4 plates on here, I rep this out, and 3 plates felt heavy. When we do this movement, when we do this weight right here on a day where I'm at my strongest, this is air weight right here, right? But also, did not get enough sleep. Y'all get the point. Y'all get the gist of it. So we definitely getting enough sleep next time so we could be at our peak strength. What really annoyed me today was just how weak I was. And I just hate days where I'm just not at my peak strength. And it's not the fact that it's like, that's natural. That's genuinely just my fault, because I didn't get enough sleep and I didn't eat a lot before I went to the gym. If I ate a lot and got enough sleep before I went to the gym today, then I would have been able to lift a lot more weight this session. Everything that's feeling heavy this session would have felt light, if I was to do the correct, preparation for this lift. So tomorrow, I know for sure tomorrow I'm going to be at my peak strength, because I am not going to sleep at 1 a.m. again. I don't always go to sleep at 1 a.m. every single session. Not every single session, every single day. My common sleep schedule is about like 10 to 11 o'clock, sometimes 12 p.m. But most of the time, I'm not going to sleep at 1 a.m. Yesterday, I just had a lot to do. I went to a cookout. I did a lot of stuff during that time. So that was the main reason why I stayed up so late during that time, right? But most sessions will be progressing as quick as possible. Y'all see the titles of most of my videos. Y'all see that I'll always have that random big boost of strength just out of nowhere, just coming at me, and I just feel so much stronger. I just feel amazing when I'm at that, feeling. When I get to that point, when I'm in that mode where I feel like I'm just getting so much stronger, when I see, even if I go up by 2 to 1 rep, that would really, motivate me and give me that boost up. What I am doing is working. What I am doing is helping me progress at a quick amount of time. It's always when I go up on a weight, let's say, for example, if I was only able to hit, let me tell you something that actually happened. I was only able to hit 365 for 2 reps. A week later, I hit it for 3 reps. 2 weeks later, I hit it for 4 reps. A week later, now at this current week, no, that was last week. Last week, I was only able to hit 365 for 5 reps. So the progression has been crazy. 365 is going up easy now. That weight, eventually I'm going to be able to rep 365 for 6, then 8. So I feel like now I'm able to move on to 4 plates. And I already know I could rep 4 plates for 2 reps. But 2 reps is not the rep range I be in. I be in that 3 to 8 rep range. So I feel like next session, next leg day, I'm going to try 405. If I get 2 reps, that's fine. I'm just going to do more weight when I know less weight. When I get to my second set for like 8 reps beyond failure, either 6 or 8, right, of a weight that I could really hit at that type of rep range. And if I get 3 reps, that's going to be a big game changer. Because if I get 3 reps with 405, that's going to tell me right there that I'm in the 4 plate range. So if I'm in that 4 plate range, that's the range I've always wanted to be in. I always wanted to be able to rep 4 plates on squats. There was a time period where I always wanted to rep 3 plates on squats because I used to think that was impressive. When I was like around 14, I used to always want to be able to rep 3 plates on squats. I always thought that was so impressive. And then once I started doing it, I was like, wow, this is not really that impressive, right? But now, that's probably how I'm going to feel when I get to 4 plates. Because as time go by, you always change and you feel different. So when I get to 4 plates, I know for sure I'm going to be in that era where I'm going to feel so strong. I just know I will. 4 plates is honestly like a big achievement for me. Like being able to rep 4 plates is honestly crazy, especially at my body weight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to preparate for the next session perfectly. I'm going to get enough sleep. I'm going to eat a big meal before the gym, like at least like a 900, 800 calorie meal. Nothing too big, but something medium, something light a little bit. Not a big meal, something medium. And then I'm gonna head my way to the gym, and I'm going to lift some heavy ass weight. And that's going to be an arm day tomorrow. So we're gonna have a leg day very soon, and I'm excited for both of those lifts. We're gonna see y'all tomorrow, and we're gonna be back with another lift like always.